The upcoming trip to Washington, what is this about?
Every year, the Chamber takes a delegation out to Washington, D.C., and we meet with every Minnesota elected official that's out there. And it gives businesses an opportunity to, especially those issues that affect them at the federal level, it gives them the opportunity to express how these particular bills impact their business, how they'd like to see the senators or the congressional folks vote. But it's a great networking opportunity. Last year was the largest group we ever took. I think we had 22. In fact, I think we've already surpassed that this year. So we're going to have a great delegation going this year.
Fabulous. I remember now, yes, you spoke just as eloquently as that in the previous video from last year, and that's what we used to promote this event.
Very good.
And attendance, they're very happy with their attendance, so you did a great job.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
What is your profession? What is something that you're invested in that needs the legislative connection?
Well, from a regulated standpoint, our industry is heavily regulated, both whether it's local, county, state, federal, it doesn't matter. Everyone seems to have a piece of the pie in the energy industry. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying there are many bills at all levels that have an impact on our business, and we have to be watchdogs and follow these bills and find out how they impact and be able to influence that legislation. So we do have a couple of internal lobbyists out in Washington, D.C. that follow the bills and interact with the federal elected officials on our behalf. And we do have a team here in St. Paul that actually works very closely. They're at the Capitol, obviously, this time of the year every day, interacting. Give you one kind of odd example. There's a wireless company, I'm not going to figure it out, but they have legislation out there that they're trying to get to remove cities' ability to restrict them where they can put their little mini cell towers in town. They want to be able to put them on any public structure, on any power pole. Obviously, that impacts us. We generally don't allow what we call foreign attachments on our poles for a variety of reasons. Safety is the primary driver. But that legislation, while you really wouldn't think impacted us, does. And our people have to follow that and be able to provide input on this is why it's good, this is why it's not good. How can we influence to change it so we find it acceptable?
Now, in that case, a team of lobbyists could be quite effective. But don't you think for an event like this, it gives a different, fresh voice to the lawmakers? Because they're common people that work at their job, their business, whatever that might happen to be.
Right, yeah, especially the state, local elected officials like here. Yeah, a lot of them are small business owners. We're small business owners, perhaps they're retired. Yes, you can get a very personal one-on-one connection with them. That's why it makes these events so important. We're working very hard right now on legislation to allow us to build a natural gas power plant, combined cycle plant, at our Sherco site in Becker as part of our replacement strategy when we retire units 1 and 2 there. Our plan is to add about 1,500 megawatts of wind, solar, energy efficiency, as well as this gas plant. It's part of the solution to reducing our carbon and getting us to a 60% carbon-free future. And that legislation is very important to us, and that's one of the reasons I'm here today is networking with those legislators, trying to win their approval.
Fabulous. You're good.
Thank you.
Do you have one brief takeaway? You personally, what might you take away from this event?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Tonight, it really is the networking, not only with the legislators, but it's also just with the other businesses. St. Cloud, the mayor is here. The Sartell mayor is here. There's lots of business people here. Sometimes I get questions in our industry because we are so large. People sometimes, hey, why is it this way? Why is it that way? It gives me an opportunity to explain Xcel's position on things and hopefully help people understand why we do what we do. It's complicated. It's complicated business.
Yeah. Very good.
Thank you.